The BSE, Sensex and Nifty, they plunged in trade on Monday while BSE Sensex plunged over 1,000 points. Nifty went below the 23,900 mark. This at 11:34 a.m. The BSE Sensex was trading at 78,420.13, down 1,304 points or 1.64%. Nifty 50 was at 23,869.80, down 435 points. Now, I've also got my colleague Sakshi Bajaj to get us more on this. Sakshi, just break it down for us. Major indices fell. Is it due to the weakness in banking, financial and technological sectors? What are the potential reasons here?
Well, right, like you said, of course, there are sector-specific concerns for this sharp decline, but really what experts are telling NDTV that, look, the Nifty and the Sensex declining over 1.5% in trade, the Sensex tumbling over 1,000 points in just one session of trade, the rupee also weakening to a fresh low. So experts believe that, look, there are a whole host of factors here, really. Of course, investors being jittery ahead of the US election outcome is one key reason. Sector-specific action, like you were mentioning, is the other key reason. Remember, the spotlight is on earnings, on the Fed decision also later this week. So really a whole host of reasons. Of course, FII selling also happening. So a lot of things really that investors are tracking at the moment. But to decode the market mood, I'm joined by Ambrish Baleka. He is a senior market expert, a market veteran at large. Thank you so much for joining us. For those wondering, look, what really are the key reasons for this sharp sell-off today? A bloodbath really on Dalal Street that we have seen. What really are the top two reasons that you would attribute this to?
In fact, there are a number of reasons, but I think one of the main reasons is going to be the US elections, which is this week. And in fact, we should have the results by 6. And as per the reports coming yesterday, I think Kamala Harris was, one notch doing better than Trump. So I think that has been taken negatively by the markets because Trump is seen as a friend of India. The other, important aspect this week is going to be the Fed meet, where I think 25 basis points cut is already factored in. So anything lower than that, in case they maintain status quo, that's negative. I don't expect 50 basis points to happen. So 25 basis points will not make any difference to the market. That's the the other reason why the markets are turning a bit bearish. Mm-hmm. And the other reasons, which is India specific, you'll have the earnings. Q2 earnings haven't been too great till now, and the latest auto numbers, which came out about 2 days back. Again, are not really enthusing for the markets because if you see, Diwali last year was in November, and this year the Diwali sales have been in October. Despite that, we are not seeing any major uptick as far as the auto numbers are concerned. So that's also disappointing. Look at the macro numbers which have been coming out in the recent past. Although we are seeing growth, but the growth has started to come down. And And again, what we've been seeing for the last 18, 24 months, the geopolitical issue, nothing seems to be getting better there. Things are still a bit iffy and can get worse from here. So that's the fear as far as the markets are concerned.
Absolutely. Like you mentioned, a whole host of reasons really, but the spotlight really on the US election outcome, the Fed decision later this week. But for those wondering, look, the rupee also weakened to a record low today. Of course, commodities also being tracked closely amid the geopolitical tensions like you were mentioning. So your thoughts, your near-term outlook for the currency and commodity market as well?
No, overall, the currency market, I think the rupee could get a bit weaker from here because we are seeing a lot of FII, pulling out funds from India. And they're partially going to China because China seems, better poised for a move up as compared to India. Commodities overall, I would say mixed. In the short term, we could see some correction as far as the commodity is concerned. But if the China stimulus works out well, we should see metals doing well going ahead.
Right. And lastly, for those wondering that, look, amid all these, concerns really that the investors are facing, the market momentum at large that we are seeing, which is falling apart as of now based on all these cues that you were mentioning, which sectors then would you be bullish on going forward?
See, one of the sectors which I would be bullish on is IT because that's where we are starting to see green shoots as of last quarter. Even this quarter, the managements of most of the companies are confirming that things are looking slightly better going ahead. So IT would be one space to hide. I mean, in like the sort of bloodbath we may see even going ahead. I mean, what we are seeing right now is possibly just the beginning of a correction. I think there is still some more way to go.
All right, well, the word of caution there, this could just be the beginning, sectors to watch out as well. And of course, key reasons really that have led to this sharp decline. Thank you so much for joining us and for sharing your thoughts on the markets. We will continue to track the markets very closely. But for now, Osama, to you for other news.
Right, and as Sakshi and Amrish Baliga, they were telling us that the investors are being cautious due to the upcoming US presidential elections and also the potential Federal Reserve rate decisions.